Namaha. Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te Namaha. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's certainly nice to be back here. Today, being Guru Purnima, in the Vedic tradition, the Guru is central. The Guru is the teacher. And the teacher is central because in the Vedantic tradition, knowledge is central. The teacher transmits knowledge. And through knowledge comes liberation. Today, we will speak of only the highest truth. Once Sri Ramakrishna was asked, "Can you give me spirituality in one sentence?" Whoever asked was a wise person. He knows of the existence of volumes and volumes of books and talks and talks. So he said, "One sentence, I'm going to allow you one sentence. Can you give me spirituality in one sentence?" And Sri Ramakrishna said, "Brahman alone is real. The world is an appearance. Think about this." And he kept quiet. He just said, "Think about it," and kept quiet. According to him, this is spirituality in a sense. Just this one sentence. Now, in an entirely different setting, in Central Park in New York, I go there for a walk almost every day. And you come across, there's the Dakota where Yoko Ono still lives, and on the other side, there are these aging hippies, the last remnants of a wonderful age. They are sitting there, and one of them, I have interesting conversations with them sometimes. I go dressed like this, so they look at me. Almost inevitably, somebody does a namaste to me. And one day, one of them looked at me and she said, "Hey, you look like the real thing." And another day, another of them said, "Hey, if you could tell me one thing, what would it be?" So that this is one thing that we are going to talk about this morning. Just one thing. And we will talk about it from the highest book, the final teaching of Vedanta, of Advaita Vedanta. There is this slim volume called Ashtavakra Samhita. It's possibly the final statement. Beyond that, there lies only silence. You can't go any further than that. So the sage Ashtavakra speaks to the Emperor Janaka and teaches the Emperor Janaka. This was a book that Sri Ramakrishna would not allow anybody else to read. He would keep it hidden and he would ask Narendra, Vivekananda. When the young man would come to him, he would say, "You read this." And Narendra would say, "What's this? Everything is God. The pots and pans are God. This is crazy." And Ramakrishna would say, "Oh, you don't have to believe in it. Just read it out for my sake. Just read it to me." And he would close the doors and windows so that nobody would listen to that, only for Vivekananda. And that Vivekananda, who thought it was crazy, he would come to this country years later and broadcast it openly. There are a number of lectures in which, when you read it, and you read the Ashtavakra Samhita, you see that Vivekananda is just translating directly. Very lucid, nice translation, but just translating directly. In its in a more recent translation,